Marlene and I regret that we're not able to be with you here tonight. It has certainly been a joy for us to be at the North Georgia camp meeting, to feel the wonderful presence of God, and just to enjoy a time of worship and fellowship with our friends. As many of you know, Sister Sarah Martin passed away, and so we are on our way to Alabama to spend some time with the family. And then tomorrow I'll be headed down to Florida to attend a conference and then a camp meeting. But it has been a great joy for us to be with you. Three things I want to mention to you just briefly tonight. First of all, I want to say to Brother Clarence Reynolds how much I appreciate his service as our superintendent of the North Georgia District for these past 8 years. Brother Clarence, you and Sister Barbara have been dear friends, and we appreciate so much your faithfulness in serving in this office. And you've served us well, and we appreciate what you've done. The second thing that I want to mention quickly, and I'll not go into any detail, is I want to remind you that next year, the Lord willing, that we will be taking another group to the Holy Land. It will be May 5th through the 14th, and there are some brochures back at the sound table. You can see Brother Jonathan Fitzpatrick or Brother Terry Benfield. They have some brochures there. If you are interested in that trip, then you can contact my secretary, and we'll be happy to get you information on that trip. And then the third thing, and I really hope that this comes across well on the video. I wish I was here in person to say this to Dr. Tim Hill. But thank you so much for coming to our camp meeting and sharing your heart with our people. Many people have embraced your sermons from these first 2 nights, and I know that their life is going to be changed because of your time of ministry with us. I shared this at our general conference, but I want to share it with North Georgia. You mentioned last night that you were in Griffin, Georgia, shortly after the tornado that came through back in 2011, and that it touched your heart. What most people do not know is that you went beyond it touching your heart, and that when you had an opportunity, you called back to your general offices in Cleveland, Tennessee, and you spoke with Bishop Mark Williams, who is now the current general overseer, and with Dr. Raymond Culpepper, who was the general overseer at that time. And that through your conversations, you contacted me, and we had a conference call, and we spoke together, and you expressed your love for us and for our people, for our church. But you went beyond that, and in our conversation, you said that we are going to send a check to your office for $10,000. And I know we're doing this by video, but I wish that this congregation would just stand and give you a great hand of applause as an act of appreciation for what the Church of God did to assist our denomination in the rebuilding process. From my heart, I thank you so much for what you've done. I also was thinking last night when you were sharing the message on the promises of tomorrow, and in conjunction with the message that you preached on Friday night about the Amos 9:13 promise, about how that God's blessings can just overtake us. And I thought about the $10,000 love offering that you sent to our office, and I just felt in my spirit, that sitting in this tabernacle tonight, that there's probably 20 people that could write a check for $10,000, and if 20 people were to do that, then we could pay off the indebtedness that we have. And I'm just praying that God will speak to some hearts and that you will obey what God is saying to you. What a great blessing that would be for us in Griffin if that indebtedness were gone, and then we could concentrate on the work of the ministry and touching people with the message of Jesus Christ. So if God should touch your heart tonight to do that, Reverend Wayne Hicks is here, our first assistant superintendent, and I'm sure he'd be happy to take your check. And if you don't have a check, you can write one tomorrow and mail it to my office, and God would bless you for that. Again, it's just an honor to have been here. Marlene and I love all of you so much. Your friendship means a great deal to us, and then the opportunity to worship with you is something that we always count a joy. Please keep us in your prayers. If there's ever anything that we can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to call, and I look forward to the next time that we're together. God bless you.